Before Beyoncé, before Madonna, there was Ronnie Spector. And now, her story is headed to the big screen, with Zendaya leading the charge. This is the biopic we didn't know we needed, but we're ready for the full glam, grit, and rock and roll. Let's talk about it. Welcome back to Real Vibe, where cinema meets soul. Based on Ronnie's memoir, Be My Baby, the biopic is produced by A24 and being helmed by Barry Jenkins. Yes, Moonlight Barry. Zendaya not only stars, but also co-produces. With full estate backing, and Zendaya expected to perform the Ronettes songs herself, this film is shaping up to be more than a musical. It's a love letter to one of the most iconic voices of the 60s. Let's rewind to 1963. The Ronettes, Ronnie, Estelle, and Nedra, explode with Be My Baby. That record, it also marked Cher's first ever studio recording. She was dating Sonny Bono at the time, who worked for Phil Spector. When a backup singer didn't show, Cher stepped in and sang those now iconic Be My Baby lines. From that point on, she became a regular in the background on Spector tracks. Meanwhile, the Ronettes were conquering the UK. Their first night, they partied with the Beatles. Ronnie and John Lennon hit it off. Estelle dated George Harrison, and the Rolling Stones opened for them. Keith Richards fell hard for Ronnie and later wrote, "The first time I ever went to heaven was when I awoke with Ronnie asleep with a smile on her face." Now let's talk dream casting. Zendaya is already set to stun as Ronnie, but what about the rest of the lineup? Estelle and Nedra? We're going with Leslie Grace and Yara Shahidi, soulful, stylish, and full of range. Young Cher? Picture Camila Mendes. She's got the edge, the look, and the voice. Keith Richards? Timothée Chalamet. Young rock star energy with a dose of chaos. John Lennon? Tom Holland. Quirky and charismatic. George Harrison? Fionn Whitehead, reserved with a hidden depth. And Bono? Give us Jacob Elordi with the sunglasses. And Phil Spector? We need someone who can walk the line between genius and madness. Think Rami Malek, Paul Dano, or Mike Faist. Ronnie Spector wasn't just a voice of the 60s. She was a survivor. Behind the glam, the lashes, and the glittering stages was a woman trapped in a marriage to famed producer Phil Spector, a relationship that became a prison. Phil controlled nearly every aspect of her life, keeping her isolated, taking away her shoes so she couldn't leave the house, and forbidding her from performing. Ronnie later escaped barefoot, with nothing but the clothes on her back and the will to reclaim her life. This biopic won't just be about pop music nostalgia. It's about resilience. It's about a woman who got her voice back in more ways than one. And with Zendaya bringing that story to life, we're not just remembering Ronnie, we're finally giving her the spotlight she always deserved. Who do you want to see in this film? Drop your dream cast in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any deep dives, hot takes, or Hollywood legends. We've got plenty more where this came from. This is Real Vibe, where the past meets the present, one frame at a time.